Hey, what's up everybody? It's Gary, back with a new video. This last couple years of my life have been kind of crazy. I mean, this last year in particular has been crazy for all of us, but don't have to tell you why. We obviously all know why. I feel like there's been a lot of rapid growth made in the last couple of years of my life, and it got me thinking about how I got here from where I was 4 or 5 years ago. So I wanted to do a video about my college experience. My college experience was a little bit unorthodox, but I made a few steps and a few decisions along the path that led me here, and it's kind of an interesting story. So I wanted to share a little bit about my journey, and then maybe hopefully if you're watching this video and you're thinking about whether you should go to college or maybe not, it might be able to shed a little light on your situation. So if that's the case, thanks for watching. I hope I can help you out. Well, to start things off, high school was never really my thing. I wasn't very big on like sports or clubs, and actually my sophomore year I got a pretty bad injury. I broke my leg, so that took me out of basically everything. I didn't get to finish my sports season I was in currently. Well, all around after that, it just wasn't really my thing. But lucky for me, I was able to take part in this program called Running Start. So in Washington State, we have this program called Running Start. In certain school districts around the state, you can take part in this program where the last 2 years of your high school degree, you can leave the high school and go to a local community college. So instead of doing high school classes, you'll actually be doing college level work. It allows people who are in a situation like mine, or maybe you're in a situation where you want to get a head start in your college degree, you can take this opportunity to leave high school and go to college early. It seemed like an amazing opportunity at the time, and I wasn't really sure what I was doing in general, but it seemed like a great opportunity. You know, there's free college at the door. I'm not going to leave that on the table, so I decided to go for it. Now, to get into the program, there's a series of steps you have to do. You have to go and meet with advisors a handful of times, and there's a big test you have to study for, and if you pass the test, you're allowed to get into the program. So after all that, of course, I was able to pass the test, and I decided to start doing Running Start. So at the start of my junior year, I started going to classes at a local community college called Tacoma Community College, and it provided me an opportunity to challenge myself a little more. Pretty much immediately, I felt the difference between high school classes and college course classes. I had this really strict professor for history, and he would always give me a really hard time on all my assignments, and it was my first quarter at TCC, so it was a bit of a challenge, and it kind of was like me really testing myself to see if I had what it took to make it by in this program. But looking back now, having him first off, it was kind of a blessing, because after that, things almost felt easier. I moved on, I was able to pass that class, and it gave me a big boost of confidence, not just in my educational life, but in my life in general. I found that being able to take this opportunity and make this big decision on my own, it did a lot for my character, and it did a lot for my personality. Once I settled in at TCC and I was able to make my own schedule and succeed doing work the way that I knew how, I really began to blossom as a student. Looking back at this opportunity, I'd say there's 3 really big things that I appreciate from Running Start. One is freedom, another would be a challenge, and the last would be confidence. Every new class at TCC came with a new professor, and came with a new curriculum. And with all of this came new challenges. And at first, it was really intimidating. I remember questioning myself a lot at this point in my degree. But as things went on, I got better. I was able to make those steps and bridge that gap educationally. This is really the first step I can identify in my life that has changed everything. It showed me that there are direct consequences and direct rewards for taking action with your life. It showed me that when you make a big step, you actually get somewhere. And that immediate validation you get from making those types of decisions, it gave me a lot of confidence that I still carry with me today. This opportunity for me to go to TCC was great. And by the time I was ready to graduate, I ended up graduating high school and getting my associate's degree at the same time. Now at this point, the next obvious step would have been to start applying to colleges, or have even started doing that in the first place. But I was 18 and I was really confused about what it was exactly that I wanted to do. It was at this point in my life where I graduated high school, got my associate's degree, and I felt like I hit a brick wall. I felt almost burnt out. I was considering taking a year off from school and then applying to colleges as things got more clear to me. But I ended up lucking out. I got an email from Central Washington University, and they sent me a special application and waived my entrance essay. So it was literally the least amount of work. So I decided, hey, I'll just apply. What the hell? Maybe I'll get in. And I got in. So that's where we went to school. So now here we are in Ellensburg, a city I'd never been to in my life. I did a short tour there just to see the campus, and I decided it was going to be too much work to apply to another college, and I just go for CWU. So here I am at the end of my degree. I managed to luck out and get a good job. I got out with pretty good grades, but now that I'm here, I've been thinking a lot about potential alternatives. I have a handful of friends who I went to high school with who started their own businesses directly out of high school. And as far as I know, they're doing well, and they make money the way they want to make money, and that makes them happy. And obviously, there's an infinite number of decisions you can make. It's not just go to college or don't go to college and start your own business. That would be ridiculous. But it got me thinking about my particular situation. So, from a relatively early age, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something in technology. I wanted to work with computers. I wanted to learn specific things that I feel like only college could teach me. And I believe if I had the chance to make another decision, I would do the same thing over again. Maybe I'd just try a little harder in high school, but I'd probably take a similar path to get where I am now. But over the last 4 years, there were a lot of challenges that I ran into that easily could have broke my stride. I lost some family members. I had to switch my major. I had a pretty serious existential crisis in my senior year, which is super convenient timing, but I was able to overcome all of that. But I guess the conclusion I'm trying to land on is, was all of this worth it? Was my time at school worth the benefit that I have now? And this is a bit of an unsatisfying answer, but I really don't know. When you weigh the pros and the cons of where I am now, I have a good job, but I have student loan debt. I have big opportunities, but I've kind of picked a path for myself. In a way, I almost feel like I've pigeonholed myself into a position where now this is my thing. This is what I'm going to do. Which is actually why I started posting videos to this channel in the first place. I landed here at the end of my degree, and I feel like I'm in an RC car just going around a track. In reality, it's a little less dramatic than that, but there are times where I feel like I've pushed and pushed and pushed and made all of this growth and all of this distance that if I was going to try to do something else, it would be a waste of all that work. It feels like I've built up so much momentum now that I've made this investment in myself that it would be a disservice to do something new. And I'm the type of person who loves doing new things. The whole reason I went to TCC in the first place to do Running Start is because it was new. The reason I wanted to take some time off is because I needed to do something new. And it's made me reconsider my whole college experience. I'm incredibly grateful for the things I have, and I'm incredibly grateful for being able to take advantage of the opportunities that I have been able to. But if somebody asked me to recommend them a path, it wouldn't be that simple of an answer. I can clearly identify the positive things out of my running start experience, but the last 2 years of my degree at Central Washington University, they are a little less easy to identify. I feel like the tail end of my education provided me less growth than the beginning. So if somebody asked me if they should go to college, if you should go to college, I would say if you believe that what you want to do will be easier with a college degree, then yes. If you want to be an engineer, if you want to be a computer scientist, if you want to be a software engineer, if you want to be a mathematician, if you want to be a professor, those sorts of things are provided opportunity through college degrees. But if you want to do something creative like this, if you want to do something that will personally grow you, if you want to do something expressive, I don't know if college is the best opportunity. I'm finding out now, after all of this, that I have the passion for being creative and making things myself. And it's now that I've landed in a job post-college that I realized that maybe that might have been a mistake. So what I would say is, if you're watching this video, you're looking for some advice, try to sit down and think. I know it's difficult and it's cliche, but where do you want to be in 5 years? Do you want to be working a 9-to-5 job? Do you want to be working from home? Do you want to be traveling? Do you want to be creative? Do you have a hobby that you think could maybe turn into something bigger? Do you have a passion for something that you're maybe too afraid to take a risk on? It's those types of things that you should take advantage of. Specifically for me, I knew I wanted to do something with computers, and I've always been kind of a pragmatist, so college made sense. But if you think you have something in the back of your head that you want to do, you should do that instead of going to college. You should invest in yourself. You should put pen to paper and make a plan. You should ask your parents or people in your life to help you on your journey, to help you do the thing that you want to do. You should be like my friends from high school who started their own businesses. Or if you have bigger aspirations that require a degree, that's what you should do. You should interact with the people in your life who can support you, and you should take the steps to make that decision. But it's a harder decision to make than just, should I go to college or should I not? So hopefully this makes even a tiny bit of sense. I'm still getting the hang of this whole writing a script for a video thing. But if this is able to help you on your journey, that's really cool. And I hope that provided you a little bit of perspective. But if not, I'm sorry, and that's totally my bad. I don't really know what I'm talking about, but thanks for watching anyway. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. Thanks for watching.